What's going on, man? It's your boy Antonio Jones. I'm out here in Virginia in this parking lot. It's about 1 o'clock in the morning. Just coming from Planet Fitness, getting a good workout in. Like I said, I'm from Manning, South Carolina. I'm proud to be from Manning, South Carolina. Originally from a smaller town, but from St. Stephen, South Carolina. But I represent Manning because I went to high school there and also graduated from high school. So even if you move from your town to another town, you can represent both towns. So I usually call a hometown actually the town that you actually would go to high school and middle school in. So what I kind of do is kind of encourage empowerment, enrichment, and growth. So I just had a good workout. So like I said, man, what Manning gonna start doing, I'm gonna tell you now. 19-year-old young men, if you're 19 and unemployed, you gotta get out of Manning. We're gonna take you to something and drop you off in something, or drop you off to East Clan or somewhere like that. Because if you're 19 and you're a young man from South Carolina and you're not doing anything with your life, you need to go. You benefit the town none. So I'm not trying to stereotype nobody, not trying to tell them better than anybody. Anybody out there know that everything I got in life, I worked for it. And I didn't have no silver spoon given my mouth. So I'm saying if you're an able young man, you're 19 years old, you're in Manning, South Carolina, I don't care if you're a relative, cousin, I don't care if I went to school with you, I'm just saying, Manning need to kick you out of the town. You're no good to Manning. So if you're saying there ain't no job in Manning, you can't say that. Because I can go to Manning right now, and I guarantee you one of these gas stations, Pizza Hut, or somebody there is hiring, looking for some type of labor. Now you can say there ain't no good job in Manning. That might be true. They're not a high paying job. But you can't be there unemployed. You got to come halfway to us. You can't come to me without any job and then ask me to help you. If you come to me with a job and you say I need to get a better job, then I can work with you. That's like going to the bank and say you want a loan for a house, you want a loan for money. You have no job, no collateral, nothing. You got to come some type of way with them. You got to show me what you're doing for yourself. So that should be the new rule, the new law in town. I don't know if South Carolina could push it. I don't know if the mayor could push it, your elected officials, but these things are funny, but you gotta look. For your town to grow, for your town to have development investments, people have to work. Whether they work high-paying job, low-paying job, they have to work. And yes, they have to work enough to take care of their family, but to get those high-paying jobs there, they have to work so they can pay taxes. The less people in the unemployment program, the more people are paying taxes. And the more taxes that the town collects and the state collects, the more investment they can do in the town. If your elected official is not doing what you think they need to do, that you think is enough people working paying taxes, then you got to vote. The reason you don't vote is because a lot of the positions in towns and things, people don't even know who operated or don't even care, because the classes that used to be given in high school, like political science, street law, and things like that, are not given anywhere because of budget cut. So if I can ask somebody in the town now, who's over your water? Who's over the electricity? Who's over maintenance and development? Who's over, how much taxes do you pay on the road? Nobody won't know. So people don't know they're getting robbed every day from these taxes going to certain development, but there's nothing happening. Prime example, when I pay my taxes on the truck, right? And I don't say I know more than everybody, but certain little things bring enlightenment to me, or somebody else teach me something. I'm always willing to learn something new, always willing to grow. And I got my taxes and I paid for my truck because I was behind in taxes. And I saw that they was taking taxes that I paid on my truck, went to the library, went to a certain group home, and went to a certain property. It was like, went to the park and recreational. So all these taxes went to these certain facilities that a lot of I don't want to use. I can't tell you the last time that I went to a public library. Right now, sit for 5 seconds and ask yourself when the last time you went to a public library. When the last time your kids went to the public library? If the school ain't taking your kids to the public library, they need to stop because you're paying taxes for it. When the last time you went to a park? Not to Myrtle Beach. When the last time you went to any of these parks in your area? Not Finley Park. I'm talking about just a regular park. Taxes coming out your check for that park. So you need to utilize these facilities. So like I'm saying, the reason I say that because I just got back from overseas employment. I started my own business, actually helping people employ them overseas. I'm starting to do my series now with a lot of my clients, doing listening to my conversation with them back and forth. I'll start posting it. So I believe to change man, I have to bring jobs. And it really works on those that are ex-military or retired military, and also those that haven't been in the military can also work these type of jobs. And I'm saying these are the highest paying job in the world, but to just get work. So when I got back home, okay, I got a training for the police department. I gotta take my get my teacher stuff back together. So I have like 6 different types of employment that wait for me, and I still run my own business. So I'm gonna have to make a decision. But the quickest thing that employed me quicker, because I was like, no man should be in unemployment service. So they should make backup plans now so that if anything happened in their life transition with their family, finance or work-wise, they can transition over. So a thank you to my good friend, Mr. Reggie Simon, Big Reg out there. And I need to have a talk with him. He need to be doing better too, because it's a very intelligent young man. Have you laughing all day now. Genius entrepreneur world. And God bless, well, my dad not dead, but God bless him, always telling me to get my CDL. So I got my CDL. And I'm telling you, when I got that CDL and I came home and I put my stuff in, and I was, you know, the people from the education department said, well, we need you to do this there. You know, we're looking for a substitute. I said, no, I can't do that. You know, I'll get my teacher certification. And also, you know, I have my engineering degree. So, of course, I got to reapply for companies out there. And companies start contacting me for interviews. And, you know, we'll interview you next month and things like that. And so the police department, I got to go do this physical and training. That's another thing. You got to be a jack of all trades. To be from a country town, South Carolina, we are known for jack of all trades. That means when the economy used to change, southern small communities, it did never affect, because we didn't live like city folks people. We had multiple career goals. We had multiple skill sets, multiple jobs we could have do. And like I'm telling you, that was me. So I focus on my education, also focus on skill sets that I didn't have education for, that always work in multiple employments. So I got to take the police exam for Virginia next week, and it's not hard. You just got to do some type of running, push-ups. Then you got to do a written exam and oral review. And you know what the thing with police and the communities now, and African Americans, you know, there's nobody really want to be cops now because of too much negativity to do there. So they're hiring like crazy. So I split my CDL in within 24 hours, right? I had at least 60 different trucking companies contacting me, want to give me a job, salary starting 60 and up. No, it's not tax-free, I understand that. And I understand it takes a specific type of person, but I'm telling you, if you are 19 and unemployed out there, and you're working a mediocre job, right? You need to go get your CDL. Get in the truck, ride the road, bring home your family $60,000 a year. Do it for 1 year, get yourself out of debt, take the money and invest in getting your own truck or something, but it's there for you. And another thing, people are saying it's expensive. Man, these schools, you go to school for 6 months or 3 months for a CDL. Look here. When Mr. Simon told me about the CDL, right, I went to check, and they had these school and job service was paying for people to go and things like that, because they say, okay, if he's out there working, he's not in the system. And I went to the school I ran into in up there near Rock Hill, South Carolina. And I went there for a week and a half, had my CDL, my Class A. And they gave the test at the school. So that's another thing where people are going to be concerned of. The DOT is so strict that I went to this school, got finance. It was $3,200. And I got my CDL, Class A, within about 12 days. And I had companies wanted me to drive, but that was just a backup plan. That wasn't my employment, and that wasn't my career. So I just had it as a backup plan, because like I said, I was encouraged by my friend, Mr. Simon, and encouraged by my father, and said, yeah, we know you got this education, we know you're intelligent, but you need to have a third backup plan. You need to have secondary income, third income. So I listened to them, and thank you for listening to them. And man, these companies are still contacting. My phone is going crazy, man. All of them kind of is offering the same thing. They ain't really none better than the other. It's a catch-22. But the thing is, you will make a salary of $60,000. You should clear that. And with that money, like I said, you're not home. So you hear a lot of people say, oh, well, they're not. Okay, look here. You give me $60,000 a year. Let me tell you how I use that $60,000 a year. I'm in this truck. Therefore, I'm not home. That means I'm not contributing to this light bill. I'm not contributing to this grocery. I'm not contributing to this entertainment, things that would actually, you would see a difference from another body living in the house. And you take that money, what you save, and you invest it, and you budget your money on that road. So you take that money and you get yourself out of debt, you get your family out of debt. Now, I'm not in debt, but I'm just saying for people that do that, and you get out of debt. And then you can go find your regular job or something else. But right now, if you get your CDL, you can go straight to work. And while you're driving that road, you can kind of figure out what's your next step, where you want to work or go back to school or whatever you want to do. You go to school online. You know, you drive the truck 10 hours, sit for 10 hours. You drive a truck for 10 hours, you tell me you're going to sleep 10 hours? You lazy. You an old man. There ain't no way in hell I'm going to sleep for 10 hours. I don't think the last time I slept 10 hours when I was a baby, when I was a kid, 6 years old. I haven't slept 10 hours straight in the last 30 years. I mean, who actually sleep 10 hours? You know, I don't care how tired you is. You drive on that road, you sleeping for 10 hours in the truck. Come on, man. I'm going to tell you, when I finish my 10 hours, look, I'm going to drink my protein shake. And since there's Planet Fitness gyms everywhere, I'm going to catch me a ride somewhere and I'm going to go to the gym. And I know everybody's going to say, well, you got to take a shower. Look here, the gym already offers you a shower. Planet Fitness is only $10 a month. If you at a truck stop or if you're in any city, there's probably a Planet Fitness. You can catch an Uber, but cost you $2 or $3 to go to Planet Fitness. You can work out, take you a good shower, watch you some TV, whatever, and catch an Uber back to your truck and go to sleep. Therefore, you're taking care of yourself exercise-wise. So nowhere in this world, in this state, you should be able to go. There's not a Planet Fitness or some type of gym. And one time, gym was expensive. Planet Fitness, $10 a month. $10 a month for black membership, $10 or $15 a month. Black membership means you can use any Planet Fitness in any state. And there's a lot of, man, Uber out there. Come on, man. Uber. You can say, well, ain't too many people need rides. Too many people in Manning don't need rides. But I'll tell you what, a lot of people in Manning like hood stuff, hood vehicles, rims, spinning rims or whatever. So if you got your hood vehicle or you got your spinning rims, hey, I would put my car, my 10,000 rims up for Uber and let them rims pay for themselves. If you want to ride cool, you want to sit high on spinning rims, you want to sit in a Mercedes-Benz, this your Uber ride. If you want to look cool in town, this your Uber ride. I'll let that car pay for itself. I'll let them rims pay for themselves. So all these kids out here that want to catch a ride to school, they want to catch a ride here and there, they want to be seen in these so-called hood cars or like celebrity cars. Hey, put it on Uber. They catch a ride. They love to say, yeah, I rode in the Mercedes today. Yeah, I rode in the Cadillac today. Yeah, I caught a ride in the $60,000 Maserati. Whatever car you spending all kind of money on, you feel you have to spend on, make that car work for itself, Uber. And if it's not that, what you do, let me tell you, and I'm gonna end this right here quick, and I'm sorry for making it long. I'm gonna tell you a young man that me and him sat and he asked what can he do. So I told him, I said, look, took him down to auction. He had $2,500, got him $2,500 for the car. He said, now what? I said, I'm gonna show you how to make money off the car. Went to one of the local colleges, found one of the college kids that didn't have a job and had a good driver license or good record. And he said, look, he set him up with Uber. You pay me $50 a week for this car. So now this kid, because he didn't have the $2,500 to get him a car, but he didn't know nothing about Uber, so he set him up for Uber. So every week he collect a check from this kid for $50. So the car basically paying for itself. Once he paid that $2,500, that's cash in his pocket. He only have to put money aside for maintenance if anything happened to the car. So what if he take 3 more cars like that, and he basically give young men jobs? Hey, go ahead and be Uber. Car's covered by insurance, and you pay me $60 a week for this car. And that's 180 months. So within a couple of months, he already paid the car off, so that's cash in his pocket. See? Anybody can do it. So I'm signing off.